No permissions, birth looked up, taking flight falling. Knows dissidence, balance in dark and light. Steadying the agreeable index plight. Crypto tuning up, yup, keeping it right. Yup, the meme that's on the rise. Agreeable intense, one on a Pulsechain's pride. Opening those minds with all the positivity, marching in its time. Cadence in the grind, agree to disagree. Yup. Meet up, hits it right. Freedom and prosperity, the destination and the flight. Lighting up dad's farm, opposed to that nope rule. Firing up them charts, yeah, flying straight and true. Wink at the foes, cheer at the woes. Yep, stack sats gliding through the lows. The truth will set you free.
Green candles rising like a prophecy. 100x dreams, that's velocity. Buy so loud they ring through the monastery. Image in my ledger like it's part of ontology. Stacks on the move, call it Discworld momentum. Magic in my wallet, Terry Pratchett with the emblem. Flipping page by page, these games write a saga. Got dragons in the charts and I'm ghosting the drama. Glide through blocks like I'm stitched to the Dharma. Cipher in the mist, spit runes in the playlist. By the dip, yeah, I buy the myth. When the market sings amidst the hieroglyph. Sowed my seed in the field of returns. Farming on chain like the ritual burns. Yields from the earth coated deep in the script. Harvest moonshining where the old gods drift. This ain't luck, it's alchemy. Turning doubt into galaxy. Every tick a masterpiece. Green with calligraphy. Woke up to the charts in a spiral dance. Candle looking greener than a druid stance. Ink in the ledger, got spells in my sleeve. Numbers chant spells like a priest on the eve. Vested in the myth like I married the tech. Dough repaid in sats, I'm demanding respect. From silence I minted my legend and voice. Truth laced the tempo like fate.
Are you looking for a solid investment in the Pulsechain ecosystem? Dive into SolidX, the token making waves with its incredible growth potential and dedicated founder. SolidX is the brainchild of Firewhale, a prominent figure and major believer in Richard Hart's vision for Pulsechain. His commitment is evident, holding a substantial portion of SolidX tokens himself. Designed as a store of value, SolidX offers a fixed supply of 21 million tokens, mirroring the scarcity and stability of Bitcoin. Experience the power of swimming with whales. SolidX has already demonstrated explosive growth, attracting significant liquidity and capturing attention across the crypto world. The future is bright. Firewhale is developing a revolutionary cross-chain casino game with a portion of its revenue dedicated to buying and burning SolidX and Ink tokens, further increasing their scarcity and value. Don't miss out on this opportunity. Visit solidx.win today and join the SolidX community.
What is up, guys? How we doing? Good evening, Scrubhead. I officially got my rocket shirt, Pulsechain. I got it in blue because you know why? We need to go to the sky before we can go to the moon. So it's blue, right? I got the green light on. I got the image shirt. I got the hex shirt. I got the dark lantern shirt. I got the eagle. I got the notepads. I got everything. We're all set for this bull market, right? I hope so. What is up? I know I didn't stream yesterday. Scheduling things going on with the family and stuff like that. But, you know, at least I'm still here once a week, bumping and grinding in this Pulsechain ecosystem. You know what I mean? I got a few things today that we could touch on And then got a couple updates, which is kind of cool for you guys. Probably going to be doing something in the near future with little promotion. And going to that, let's go to that first. Let's present the screen. And we can go to the window right here. If you guys do not know, you guys probably do know PulsechainStore.com for any of your merch ideas or anything. If you want to be bullish, if you want to be bearish, if you want to promote your favorite product, this and that, PulsechainStore.com for everything Pulse Chain. I mean, you can look up PTGC over here and it pops up with PTGC stuff, right? Pretty awesome, I think. You even got emit. And look at this, guys. Look at this. Recently viewed products. What's on the left right here? Wow, we got some like stuff on the site now. So if you're not afraid to search for bullish agreements on Pulse Chain, you can go over here and search and you can come down here and look at all these amazing products. We got like a couple different designs. I know the logo is the Pulse Chain thing, the on top of it, it's a simple branding thing, but we got the on bullish Pulse Chain. We got the on pulse.com. We got coffee mugs, white, black, you name it. We got the t-shirts here with on pulse.com. We got the regular, sweatshirts. We got the Stay Agreeable sweatshirt. We got regular t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, you name it. And I think even if you're on the hoodie right here, you can scroll through, select what color you want. You can get different sizes. There is an affiliate link down below for this, and there's a promo code in the description for any of this stuff on the Pulsechain store for this. So if you want 20% off, use that promo code down below. Yes, this is finally affiliate marketing for Pulse Chain. Oh my God, we're coming together. I mean, they got a lot of products on this PulsechainStore.com. But yeah, like even if you like purple, you know what I mean? But I really like this hoodie right here. I think I may have to get me one in the near future. I'm bullish on Pulse Chain, and if you're a bull on Pulse Chain, I know even if you don't even like the token, it just says you're bullish. So, that's the cool thing. You know what I mean? Thank you to the store.com for supporting projects. And even if we go to the home screen, like, look at this. This is the cool part. Really cool. I just scroll down, you look at Hex right here. We got Pulse Chain, we got Ink, we got Pulsechain. Keep scrolling down. Corkins, keep scrolling down. You got the Trinity. Oh, wait, look. We got the Pulse Chain one. We got the Hex one that was given out for free. We got the Image shirt that was given out for free. I mean, they got some cool shirts over here, right? They got the P-Dye Dollar, They got jewelry. Look at this thing, man. And then when you go on to projects on Pulse Chain, this is what I like. We got Pateus, 9mm, Mintra, 9inch.io, PTGC, UFO, Internet Money, Incognito, P-Dye, we got P-Dye, Vouch, P-Day.ai. Yeah. Alien, I haven't heard of that project. P-Day. Yeah, all right. Hex Scout, Phoenix Protocol. Look, oh my God. On the homepage, like nobody really heard about this project yet. Just another click point marketing. I mean, these guys are cool. They even got a book. I even got that book like a long time ago. Second Crypto Revolution. Awesome. I think we're starting to get bullish. I think we really are. More. Oh, look. Got the rocket, guys. We finally go up from here, right? we can finally go up. What is up, vets? Get you looking all fancy. Everything great, bro. You know, to be entertainable, I guess, in these whatever. I haven't really paid attention to the charts lately. Well, I've looked at them, but really analyzed. I haven't really paid attention. Costing this to me, I've been kind of like trying to take a step. Thank you, vets. I'm proud of you too. You are doing the marketing and everything for this too. We don't have to do this. We get paid to do any of this for Pulsechain. That's what I love about Pulsechain. You know what I mean? Um, how about holding the number spot index on number 2 fucks? Getting back hot seat with Crypto X Swag store. We will work on getting a design draft up for you future. I think I already have one. If we go to Crypto X Swag, yeah, I think I do. John Boy already hooked me up, and I think that's who I got. Yeah, got that right here. Got a T-shirt and a hoodie. I got this, you know, and these guys asked me for a couple designs, so I kind of went a little ahead. And then after the fact of this simple design, right? I'm like the yep on my shirt. Where's that? That's like my favorite one. But I like the stay agreeable one too. That one's cool. But this just kind of it makes it more like universal for everybody. Like, yeah, you're bullish on Pulsechain, you probably like it. I want it for like sales for them too. You know, I don't really care if they token. Or, I know it's not a token, so a lot of people won't do that just because of that. But you know, I thought of like a little bull up here by the yep, but or like a little bull in the background, like busting through it would be kind of cool. But that might take like design AI stuff. It'd be cool. I thought of that right after all this, but who knows? Hopefully I can have these guys on in the future and stuff. He does good work, man. Like good prices too, you know. I mean, for a t-shirts, $24.95, just like Crypto X Swag. You know, I think Crypto X Swag's a little cheaper right now, but you know, I mean, you got these. They do promotions and stuff. If you are a project on Pulsechain, you can hit these guys up on X and give them a, you know, shout out and stuff like that. But let's go to my YouTube real quick. I'll show you. Let's go here, view channel, and I'll show you right now that where's my there we go. All right. Right down in the let me pause this real quick. Sorry guys, but right down here in the description, there is this code. Save 20% off. And yes, it is a affiliate link, whatever, but I'm helping promote Pulsechain, so you know, let's do it. I'm okay with that as long as we promote all the projects and work as a team and move this chain forward and do whatnot. We're doing the best we can out here. I know some of us don't have the biggest of pockets, but you know, all we can do. There's that. So thank you to the Pulsechain store for this great merch. I think I don't know if you can get mouth pads or anything like that. Yeah. But search for Yep. And I think it just throws it on um probably I don't know. But I think you get yeah, beanies, stuff like that, which is kind of cool. Yeah. They Pulsechain, Pulsechain mouse size. Yeah, like was here, and I all my internet doing like it's loading quite a bit now, but yeah, it's probably a bunch of tab stuff, but yeah, we put the Supreme logo and Pulsechain. They got license plates, bumper stickers. I mean, they got flip flops. They got everything from Pulsechain. You know, like you're a bull on Pulsechain, just buy that shirt. You know. I'm probably going to be doing a promo in the future with one of my shirts, the Get Up on Bull shirt. Um, we'll wait until these lows are like, kind of like formed out a little bit more. I think it'll be sweet. Yeah, I like this shirt, the little tank top. Yeah, and I like the like a vinyl type of thing. So when it goes through the wash, it's not going to break up like this one will after a certain amount of washes and stuff like that. So it's good quality stuff, man. Good quality stuff. So, anyways, enough on that. Let's go to Go Pulse. It's up and running again. I thought they rugged. Like everybody's fudding, whatever. Um, yeah, whatever. Everybody thinks everybody's gonna rug. I kind of figured they would come back with something good, but like it's mainly about the token at the top. So 4% support. Like I'm not voting this at all. I just think it's kind of funny that just right on top, half the page is about that. I didn't do anything about that, but like at least put the validators or like the pulse chart on the top, man. Come on. That's my personal opinion, but yeah, validators back above 50,000. I don't even know if I'm going to continue using this page, but yeah, it's back up and running to some comedy on Pulsechain. Let's go to KR the Ghost on X. Breaking news: Jim Rat Crypto is a scammer. There's a bunch of drama and stuff like that. He's shilling and selling it, and then if you scroll way the hell down here, he fights back. A little bit. I thought it was a little funny. I got to kind of like troll Jim Rat a little bit right now because of people a lot worse than me. A lot worse than me. Where'd that comment go? He talks about. Anyways, it's like talking about XUSD. He's just lashing back at him about XUSD. You promoted that and it went down, but blah 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 blah. But 'tis the season. I haven't really looked at that chart or whatnot, but we are all wrecked plebs. And yeah, I don't know if anything like this is true, but the saga continues over Jim Rat. And when you make it all public and say you're not going to do things and you end up doing them anyways, even if you bought your supply, whatever, dude, it's still yours because you claimed it was yours. So on that note, KR the Ghost, if you ever see this, watch. Hopefully you guys can hear this. I had to tweet this out today because of the BS. I tagged Tiger Crypto God in it. Just, to see what happened, it made him laugh, which is great. But, I'm trying here. He says, what a cock, and, I told him I wanted to cheer him up and stuff down below. But hopefully you guys can hear it. If I play it, I had to clip this because I had to do this. Making promises, I see. May have fun with this. Tiger Crypto God. I shall not tag liars because he has lied.
Okay, so when you're on base, 9mm and aerodrome, base is amazing, by the way. You can earn fuckloads of yield on base, dude. If you have any appetite, not GRC, WXCH, USDC, whatever. If you go into that ETH WXCH pool, you're going to make a lot of money. The transaction fees are small and it's new, and there's just money to be made over there as far as liquidity providing is concerned. So understand, if you want to support me, like buying WGRC and putting $200 or $300 into the LP and just letting it sit there with all of our shit, you will earn good yield, I promise, and you have an appreciation.
What did I just hear? I promise? I think I heard I promise, guys. Have you learned nothing?
Cheating token, and then you won't be as likely to cheat it. You'll earn good yield, I promise, and you have an appreciating token, and then you won't be as likely to cheat it. And it's helpful with me. So if you actually care, I know all of our shit. You'll earn good yield, I promise, and you have an appreciating token, and then you won't be as likely to cheat it. And it's helpful with me. So
and it's helpful to him. Sorry, I just had to point that out. I gotta call it out, man. Like, guys,
you actually care. I don't. You can do whatever the fuck you want with it. You can dump the chart. Everything's so.
Of course, you can dump the chart. You can do whatever you want, but when you say you're not going to launch, I don't know. Anyways, enough about Gel Rat Crypto. Shout out to Cairo if you watch this one day. I just stir up some stuff. I have to call that out, guys. Like, he's making promises. Should Gary Gensler get a phone call? I'm not going to do it, but like, Jesus Christ, you cannot make promises that you can't keep. Anyways, on better news, if you want to be useful, someone in the community is looking for a USA free zone to receive and hold a couple of 40 GP containers for a month. This is Richard Hart, guys. Like, he's promoting somebody else's work through a charity. Awesome. I wonder what's going to happen. Like, is there like a big marketing push that's coming? Nobody going to see coming, and it's all going to happen at once, like on the 9th, or what? We shall see. I don't know what's going on, but what contains batteries, electronic things, small batteries, whatever. Is it a Pulsechain phone? I'm just kidding. Most likely no. That would be like nuts, dude. Like, if you developed a phone or something and just I thought of that, but the battery would be too small. Is it a calculator? Is it what? You know what I mean? Anyways, I'm just shooting the crap here. Talking on the side of my neck. Trying to, it is what it is. And that down below was deleted by Richard Hart because I think somebody flooded the room. I forgot what the room's name was, but that wasn't there earlier. But yeah, there's some outbound marketing coming in. You know what I mean? That is pretty bomb. So Scrubhead asks, do you think the recent big dumper is RH just trying to rinse out any final non-believers? Strange that a huge whale who is held on this long is selling like that now. All right, let me do this, guys. When I heard Rackham back in the day say a lot of people won't make it, when I heard saw the like outrage marketing, I saw the SEC Gary Gensler case, the red notice, I all saw it like a ploy. Even if it was Richard selling, it's his prerogative, it's his chain, but it's his reputation if it is Richard. But I always knew Wells would take the opportunity to wash out people as much as possible. And if you had a 2.5x bonus on $30 million, you can do it for a few years. So it could have been one of the early daughter addresses, whatever. But I knew going into that sacrifice after hearing Rackham. This is right after the Pulsechain, Pulsechain stack opened up. Like, a lot of people, he was saying, like, right there on the stream, like, well, more than Twitter spaces. I was watching them through obscure crypto gems, but he was saying a lot of you will not make it. Always And I think a lot of the people, like, you say you're a billionaire and you want thousands of millionaires. Think about how many leaders, scumbag, or whoever will it sell to you on this like sacrifice pre-sale where you want was really a sacrifice. But all of a sudden, you have lost the weekends. You have to make the people deserve it. Make a few stragglers in that hell. Could be one of his friends. Who knows? I just these are all probably have wallets, but I can't remember now. But like, I want to see it. What number sacrifice list? You know what I mean? Who knows? So, and I know selling could be attention to that are in the bottoms with a few $100s, a few $1,000, and that all they can get the bet. True believers, you know, like there was a plan, like go away Yoshi for 2 years, but on X. Always the like, if you're a billionaire and you like got hundreds of millions of dollars without crypto, this is for Bitcoin. Stuff in stocks, you name it, you know, because business was whatever. Like he could have influence in Finland to do things, to get Europool or whatever. He could know some friends, because if they really wanted him, Europe, like they would try to find something. But then again, he might be in hiding. Then again, he could be in freaking knows because we don't know. They found they got a robber trapped on an island or Italy or something like that, right? They get all the main characters, man, and all of a sudden, Bitcoin, Ethereum market, ETFs, the market not making sense, take a long. It's because the corporations are taking us for a ride, man. Like, you just gotta hold on. They're gonna just wait, man. Just wait. Like, if Richard Hart really wants his glory, how does he have to come back? Shock and awe, grab the attention, kind of outrage market, start to be humble, and then call out some more scammers, maybe. That's one strategy. But what would be a strategy? You got to think of that. Like, if you get 100,000 leeches onto you and you're willing to leave 5% be millionaires off of your bags, because I don't count on him only pumping the chain. It's other whales too. Like, so yeah. You know, the Vic Foundation is a 501c3 organization, tax deductible. Is that you doing the marketing, Vets? Because if you're doing that marketing, boy, that'd be pretty sneaky, man. That'd be that sneaky marketing, that guerrilla marketing. Hopefully I'm not breaking up. Let me know if I am or not. But let me check my phone real quick, because I always got to do this. Yep, I'm on. All right, I'm good. I got a new Wi-Fi USB car or whatever. I know it's not the best. It's not cable, whatever. But where I'm at in the house, it's kind of necessary. So, and I don't live in town, so I'm good. Yeah, so I can download speeds are better, everything. So I might run a cable to this one day, but we'll see. Anyways, other than that, back to this. Yeah, if you take a look at the chart, I think I drew a line on the Yep one or the Pulsechain one. If you see the wicks up and then it sandwiches down, the wicks down, and it sandwiches up, like that's definitely the AMM. Okay, like if you know AMMs, like he could be using the V4 technology on Uniswap, the hooks, to make his price chart look a certain way over on ETH. Like, and that's why they're using those pools. Even with low liquidity, that V3 could control the V2 over here in a certain aspect, as long as there's enough weight. You know what I mean? And he could be trading back and forth between his wallets. Who knows? You can have 10 wallets trade against each other with hardly any fees but network fees. You could even put it in all those wallets like smart contract and have that trading stuff all go on in a smart contract, so you get less fees that way. You know, I mean, it's programmable money for a reason. Who knows? And I haven't heard anybody talk about that yet, that he could be using the hooks. Stuff like that over there. That's why he looks like a dumbass using the slippage. I don't know the details, but that's what I thought of. Like, why not be using that tech while it could control the couple $1 million worth of LP over on Pulsechain of certain pairs? You know what I mean? Like, or am I just talking out the side of my neck again? Very good possibility, but yeah. I think Firewell's number 8 on the sacrifice Pulsechain list. And if you go to hexpulse.info, I think that's the site. You can look up the sacrifice list. You can watch all the whales. How do you think these other guys are doing it? I think it's hexpulse.info. Let's see. Hexpulse. Yeah. Hexpulse.info, guys. Sacrifices. Yeah, it is moving a little slow. Nope. I don't approve of cookies. Yeah, all the sacrifices. I never had a sacrifice. I just gave out, you know. So I'll show you. Like, where's the pulse? There it is. Here it is. Sacrifice is over. Look, top list. What wallet's selling, guys? And then you can click on info and you can copy the address right here. And let's look. Let's go to scan. Pulsechain.com. Are you a wallet watcher? Is this what you guys want to do? Like, who cares? Dude, all that could be drama. Like, people just trying to say Richard just to flush you out. It seems a little fishy to me. Okay, there's one or 1.4 million, 1,400,000,000 15, and then all these other tokens. Oh, 100. Like, it's last active 4 years ago. Tokens transferred. Let's go there. Let's see if it even pops up. That's just the number 2. And if number 8, let's look at number 8. Let's see if he sold anything. You know what I mean? Like, do your own research, guys. I haven't done this in a long ass time since like Pulsechain launched. Because it's just time suck. Look, there's nothing in here, but 2 years ago, it sent all that stuff to another address. some people swap addresses and boom, it's all right there. And then people send them tokens like, buy my token. Like, whatever. But anyways, yeah, you can go to hexpulse.info, do your own research. And then if you go over to SolidX, I was trying to look at Sonic, see what happened with the Coinbase listing. But earlier, didn't really do much. But if you go over here, SolidX says he is what? He doxes himself. I was rank 8 on the Pulsechain sacrifice list. So if you go over here, rank 8, that might be his wallet. But then if you go, he doxes himself like totally. So sacrifices. Let's go to 9inch. I mean, come on. I think it was down here anyways. Cancel. Where's that? Where's that? Where's that? Right here. Number 1, right? He says he's number 1. There's his address. Number 1. So if we go to scan, you notice this is 2 different addresses, right? Like, makes you think. Okay, there's 12 million in this. Yeah, me neither, but I know how to. I even know how to set alerts. You know, things like that. There's nothing in here. 3-day so token transfers. Like, it's pretty easy, guys. Pretty easy. This is 11 million. This is the 9-inch sack, right? What's going on here? Like, it's not pulling up. Anyways, you guys get the point. Do your own research. Hexpulse.info. That should be. It should be. I might have pulled the wrong address. No, I pulled the right one. So, hexpulse.info, guys. Do your own research on the sacrifices. But anyways, let's get back to this. We'll go over Sonic in a minute, I guess. But I was really looking at Pulse. Who knows? We'll go over some TE8. I'll relate it. Whatever. Anyways, that's Richard Hart. We'll see. If you haven't noticed, I haven't really cared because the community will stream about it anyways. It's how I want to find my news. I disconnect myself a little bit. I would rather pay attention to SolidX or Randy Hilarski or the community members and no permission to tell me the news than straight from the mouth. I'm not like, 2 seconds later, I got to make a trade because of it. So, yeah. That's it. Anyways, the biggest news in crypto, I think, though, is U.S. regulators orders Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac to consider crypto mortgages. This doesn't mean they do it yet. All right. Big Foundation said buy SolidX. Yeah. Wonder who's tied to that one. 25% of the supply right now is tied to SolidX. Wonder what token that is. We'll see. It's not going to be totally tied 25% always. It'll go back to 10%. But right now, it is. Just saying, it might just be the best performing asset on Pulsechain, PTGC, and UFO. Yeah. Like Randy Hilarski says, if you want to leverage on PulseX or just buy PTGC UFO, I don't own any of these anymore besides like dust in my wallet, but I did make money off of them. I'd rather own X and leverage on that what's leverage on Solid X? Think about it. Some of the tokens are to, so yeah. Other than that, U.S. regulators orders Fannie and Freddie Mac. Dude, this would be huge, but there's going to be rules around it. Probably have to have ETH. They're probably going to change out, God knows, but money laundering stuff, just to make sure it's not washed money, things like that. Although we do know that they wash money, and then they send our tax money out to certain places like charities or whatever to wash it through and come back to Democratic or other people's political party members' wallets. You know what I mean? So there's going to be rules. Who knows? We'll see what comes out. But yeah, it's mainly because Bitcoin's as big as India, like, and they just create their own. Why buy the altcoins already? Why buy the layer ones? Like, just create our own, whatever. But I think this bullish. Yeah, $1,000 worth of Bitcoin, put it as collateral, I guess. It just makes it part of TradFi even more in my mind. So I'd rather just no, rather use DeFi, borrow it, and then put that so they know you don't have it, so you are more in control. Or at least give it to the crypto bros that believe instead of these dudes, and give up your keys and all that stuff. So yeah, we shall see, man. They keep teasing with all this big news about crypto stuff. Like, it's like the news can't get any better, but charts go sideways. They got to be manipulating us. That's why. They just have to. I'm starting to think they're trying to get the liquidity to flow from crypto into these Wall Street stocks, like SBET, like MicroStrategy. Who knows? Because it could be leverage on top of Bitcoin. You know what I mean? Maybe, and then they take it from SBET. And I'm not saying they are doing this, guys, but it's just a possibility. They can take that and go into bonds, more guaranteed investments, or they can go into whatever, it's I'm trying to see the game before the jig is up. You know what I mean? It could be a double top, it could be this, it could be that. Everybody is so confused. It's just like, dude, the last time the dot-com bubble, everything went down and sideways for 8 years before they started going back up again. I don't know that for sure, but I know it was a long time. And if I looked at Microsoft, I could probably kind of tell you. But then it went up hundreds of thousands of %. You know what I mean? So we just might have to wait 4 more years, guys. I'm starting to research microchips, and they're starting to say 27, 28, and 2029 could be the possibility of these new microchips coming out that don't even use silicone, guys. Like, to do AI computing. Like, you got to think of what crypto runs on. That's a microchips. That's encryption. That's, you know what I mean? So, like, that could be the next top. That could be the next thing for these Bitcoin miners, whatever. But if these new microchips come out and do that, just think how high the hash rate of Bitcoin can go with less machines. And then all of a sudden, all these old machines get washed out of the whole market. Who knows? But researching these new developing microchips and stuff like that is important. And this graphene stuff, they're going to build, it's like one atom layer of carbon they build these microchips out of. And like, I'm hearing 70% of the graphene in the world is controlled by China. That just tells you something right there. Why the silicone chip wars are going on. Who knows? But that could also be why we need to get manufacturing back to the U.S. so we can manufacture that stuff 5 years from now on the U.S. soil. So we're not so dependent on China. Whole bunch of stuff. I mean, like, it's world macroeconomics. And computers run crypto, so you gotta pay attention to that stuff. You know what I mean? So we'll see where these chips go and stuff. But some of this stuff is like they're gonna compute with like light, so to say. You know what I mean? Not just like numbers and figure the algorithm out and stuff like that, but it's gonna be some crazy stuff. Look into graphene microchips, like so. Yeah. What's up, Hex T Armstrong? Bulls on parade? Yes, we are. Please explain SBET. Yeah, I will. I'll get to it in the charts right here. So I'll leave the updates for later then. Let's go to Bitcoin. I'll get to SBET here in a minute. I'll leave that comment up just because, yes, I do not pay for TradingView. Why should I give that money to TradingView when I can DCA more Pulsechain? Which kind of low at the moment. So, all right. So we got, we're bouncing off the liquid. Look, we filled that gap. We're good. We might have one more bounce down here, but it seems like every news cycle, everything is coming out of everywhere to try to scare everybody out when these reserves are coming in. How come it didn't pop up? Where'd it go? I'll just add it again. MicroStrategy. New price scale. Thank you. It's going to take us. Yeah. My internet. I need to update it. I need to run that cable, man. But anyways. Bitcoin's looking good. We might have one more downtrend. Who knows? I really think we could retest this previous top right here and then start to go back up. But our inverse head and shoulders still in play. Yeah, we're looking bullish. I'm still looking for the bullish breakout. We're going to go. MicroSailor says we're going to go to 180 and back down to 140. That'll be retesting the top of that inverse head and shoulders. So we shall see. So Bitcoin's looking good. MicroStrategy, let's find out. If it even loads. So there's that. Look at this. Yeah. Come on. Whatever. Let me just exit out of that one. Gotta get this to load. Let's exit out of that. Let's exit out of this. So there we go. All right. MicroStrategy right here. Now let's add. So strategy's coming up, Bitcoin's coming up. Great. We could retest the Bitcoin one line looks like it could bounce off the a pit there. Getting to look for we going on. That's Bitcoin. Looks like it's building a floor, local floor right here. I thought it was coming back lower. It might not. Who knows? Because nice new structure right here. That said, it does have this virtual and MicroStrategy could go. Just use this line right here. That's the neck. That's the head. If it broke out, it could go up to 766. Might buy using 73%. We put Bitcoin. All these things are wanted to get guys. And if we use this line, kind of the consumer background. There, put the coin out. Oh, yes, not even on scale. All right, what the scale it is. It'd be 132 ish. So that would be 86. So MicroStrategy is definitely moving along with Bitcoin. But MicroStrategy look like it's going to be front running Bitcoin right now a little bit. So yeah, MicroStrategy dropped down right here, it bounced. That was the top of that, and now it looks like we're going to be hitting the top of that pennant again that I had going on. So yeah, I've been kind of paying attention to both of these because they move in tandem, and a lot more liquidity and a lot more money is in Wall Street playing through MicroStrategy than Bitcoin. You know what I mean? So we got governments buying Bitcoin, this and that, blah, 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 blah. You know the drill, but yeah. Anyways, SBET, to SBET. Let's go to SBET. SBET is SharpLink. It is the company that raised all the money, like 400 and some odd $million to raise money through their stock, of course, to buy Ethereum and be the MicroStrategy of Ethereum. So that is SBET. It is a gambling platform. They take bets, this and that. Let's look that up real quick for you, bets. Sharp Link Gaming. Yeah. So it's right here, one of the first NASDAQ. Wow, changed their stuff. But yeah. First NASDAQ listed company to develop a treasury strategy centered on ETH. So $125 million consists basically give them the money to do so. Yeah, SharpLink Gaming. I don't know where the gambling platform or whatever the hell. SharpLink. Let's check this. Expand. Yeah. Everybody just cares about the ETH treasury now, not what they did beforehand, because the stock was just crap. I feel like all these zombie companies from way back when are just doing these ETH treasuries and stuff just to siphon liquidity from the crypto bros to keep their companies going or something. But it seems to work for MicroStrategy, dude. Whatever. You know what I mean? But yeah. That's basically SharpLink. We'll see how much they keep raising. Did they just raise 300 million more 2 days ago? Stock rallied 7% after 30 million Ethereum buy. I think they rallied Ethereum. Yeah. But we'll get to the chart of ETH. But yeah, that's SBET. This was my drawing of my liquidity gaps from last week on SBET. The purple line is ETH. We seem to be going sideways and over on SBET. We haven't filled that gap yet, which I thought we would down here. But if we go to the weekly on it, we shall see. If it chooses to load. I don't know. Being a little weird because I'm streaming right now. But yeah, just I don't know why it does that. But anyways, sideways. I thought we'd go down a little bit more right here, and we didn't. I see a little rejection once we pop up right here. Once SBET goes from here to there, ETH's going to pop up to the next level, and we're going to get rejected. Like, we'll just go sideways again, just like Bitcoin. It's going to be like a good 6-month process, maybe. Who knows? Otherwise, we can just pass all-time highs in January or July. I meant if the Fed cuts rates, man. I'm hearing rumors about that. What up, XT? Good time to buy Pulse. Yes, it is. It is leverage on ETH too, and that makes it way leverage on SharkLink. We got somebody buying our bags, right? You think Richard Hart's going to sell his bags to BlackRock? Why would he? Like, I wouldn't want Richard Hart to sell his bags to BlackRock at all. And if he pumped Pulsechain with all that ETH in the ETH reserve, would that technically be selling ETH to BlackRock? Because it's putting it on sale in the liquidity pools. So who knows? Just a thought. Buy when others are fearful, yes. What is up, Raccoon? Keep fighting. Pulsechain is still the play, believe me. Yes, it is. I've always thought it was and kept believing. That's why, why I'm here once a week. Thanks for popping in, Rack. Appreciate it. Yeah, salute. Life is good, yes. But yeah, SBET, we shall see what's going on. I really want to see another company come in and start doing this strategy, or do one. Screw the Solana ETFs, the whatever ETFs. Like, we need, if we want corporations or institutions to buy our bags and get us to the mark, like, it can happen. But marketing could help. We shall see. But yeah. We'll see, man. It's highly correlated with this SBET and the ETH. So it's moving sideways. ETH is moving sideways. I think the next time SBET goes, we could probably see a new higher high for ETH. And there's that. So let's go to that chart. We popped out of this parallel channel, like, premium resistance areas, previous cycles, stuff like that. This is on the daily. And if you zoom in, this is ETH, guys. We like just tapped the top of this area. Like, we just wanted to retest it. And they said, we got close enough. Let's go. You know what I mean? So, yeah, if you really want to be picky, you could, say there's a little gap right there they could have filled, but it's good, man. I think it's good. So yeah, we're back in the parallel channel, which is good. Like, if we go from here to here, ain't that a little fishy? Just went down half the channel, no biggie there. I still think later on we will hit this target of 3,500 pretty quickly. I think that'll probably be the next area when SharpLink decides to go, or Wall Street decides to go into crypto, and ETH is more of a Bitcoin-like asset to them. And that probably means Bitcoin goes up to 180, and when it falls down to 140, that's when ETH is just going to go. And then all of a sudden the narrative is going to change, and then retail comes in. Who knows? They're going to play a game with us, man. They really are. So on that sense, hopefully we'll hold these levels. I really think we will. This was a huge fake out with the World War III stuff. I call it kind of like the fake war, because all of a sudden everybody's happy. We don't know what the hell is really going on, but it seemed a little strange to me that he just came from Saudi Arabia or Middle East, and then all of a sudden this stuff occurs, and now Israel better listen to Trump. Whatever. It doesn't matter which side is which. It's all still the same plan. They're all trying to move towards the same goal. So yeah, we shall see, man. We shall see on ETH. Let's go to what we're really here for, which is Deck Screener. And I wanted to, so let's go to Rapsonic first because I want to check this out because they just got listed on Coinbase, right? I know we're on Pulsechain, stuff like that. But oh, my bad, guys. I was on Sonic a little bit. I'm not anymore. Pretty much. Let's go to the main list right there. All right. So a listing on Coinbase got Sonic. Let's just say this whole pump. 77% move. God, it really went down to 19 cents. Ouch. Ouch. I got like dust over there now, but like left a little bit, but move bag. Anyways, yeah. Got it back above. We'll see if it holds up. It looks like it could build that inverse head and shoulders. We'll see. Hopefully it was or kind of sideways. I really think next week or two will be a deciding factor, especially with Jerome Powell. We'll see. And I always kind of thought like July was going to be a pivotal point, but interest rates really daughter market really when guy on a does or 17%, that makes it easy for them lower, and that gives them bigger bags to move things. But like, if they want to do it, they're going to do it. And Jerome's falling. Opinion. As a guy, let's wrap on not happy. If we're going to win up, I know you're home above line was good. I like be good, yeah, but you'll probably sideways one. If you notice the shoulder lower, if you count an inverse head and shoulder, you know what I mean? So still makes the inverse. We shall see. We shall see. Pulsechain. Let's see, my drawings are still here. Yeah, they are. So I came in here probably 3 or 4 days ago, and I kind of drew this little, because I think a few months ago I talked about an Adam and Eve bottom. God, I forget when it was. Like we were right here, forming this smaller W probably, and I knew it was probably going to take us longer to get through this, but and then right through here, I was like, maybe it's invalidated because I thought we were going to go higher, and it faked me out. So kind of just dropped down here, and now wells are selling whatever. Chain is the chain, and the community can take it over anytime they choose to. Whatever, but it's got to have wells back in the price to go a certain way, and it will one of these days, right? So Adam and Eve. I mean, if we even did the Adam and Eve, this is the bullish case. If we did the Adam and Eve, let's just call it from here all the way down, like it would put us above SAC, guys. Like way above SAC. And this was my previous TA. I'm gonna move it down here. Just call it right there. It'll put us above SAC. Just get rid of that line. I think that's the 200 is moving down, and it is getting closer to my purple box right down here, which probably should just be deleted. But I feel like this area is a significant area because it's cutting right through this area by the previous bottom. Couple right here, the previous bottom's over here, but it cuts right through this area, and it is. But if this Adam and Eve played out, it would take it until September. mid, August. Like, and a lot of Adam and Eves have this like compressed chart. Like you got wicks to the upside, wicks to the downside, and then it comes back and makes a bunch of dojis, maybe not always, but hammer candles, you name it, stars, and then all of a sudden there's a couple candles just leave the bottom in the dust. You know what I mean? So it could play out, it could not. We could go lower. I'm not really feeling like that because people aren't really caring. Price goes down and lower. They're just like, it is what it is. What happens, happens. I think most of the bulls are left. Maybe a few gym rats are here, and or gel rat, whatever you want to call them. And they just want to leave the chain. Let them click out. Let them leave. If they're not believers, they're not believers. Because if we go to double sack price, they're probably most likely selling. And why want that pressure? Putting money in. If I was a billionaire, Richard R., I know I would want the least amount of money to sell on my head while I put my own money or the money from the sacrifice address into the chain I wanted to make the most millionaires of that wanted to flush people out. What if we went for another 2 years like this, just like sideways? You prepared for it? Who knows? Yeah, I am definitely going to keep tabs on both of them. I'm kind of like watching both Bitcoin and MicroStrategy together, and then SBET and ETH together, because I kind of classify them as one and the same now, since Vitalik and ETH Foundation decided to sell out to, the big dogs, BlackRock, whatever, kind of depressed us in the past, but people are selling crypto out, and this is like one of the only chains that has like the core fundamentals of what Satoshi really wanted in a weird, twisted, delusional way. But we're still here. You know what I mean? Yeah. So we'll see, and that could be one reason why Richard's not streaming, because more pressure could get put on him, like, or more pressure you could put on any of the wells in Pulsechain, really. So who knows? Meet the new boss. Same as the old boss. Pretty much, man. Pretty much. So yeah, that's Pulsechain. Looking pretty good. It looks like it wants to just like we wake up, stay there for about 12 hours or 8 hours, and we wick down, stay there for about the same amount of time, and wick in the middle for a while. Yeah, we do have a 4023 chart. A very minimal stable coin still. And it's like, why even, but not very much at all, man. It wouldn't make that big of an impact on anybody's back. But, at least just hold it, guys. Just hold it. Let's look at Pulsex. I think that ratio is looking a little worse. Yeah, Pulsex came back down here. Let's just see, man. I'm still thinking that we could go look like. Oh no, man! It's Pulsex. Would we go back down here? I don't know. But yeah, I don't think we would. Pulsechain's down that low. It's probably the worst wrecked. Forgot to look at the momentum. Look at the momentum. The mom. We always got to talk to mom. Momentum's kind of, still dying down there. It's, probably got one more chance below here, because we're about to retest this area right here. Maybe that little area. Probably one more chance to go down, maybe a couple. We shall see. That's what mom's telling me. RSI, Yeah, we're down there, guys. It doesn't look like we're putting in any divergences yet, so they're both going sideways ish, which is kind of confluent. It's looking pretty good to me. Kind of it. I like the compression zone going on. Some people might cry about it. I'm not really bothered by it too much. Go back to Pulsechain. Go to the mom. Let's see. Ooh, I drew that line a long time ago. It looks like we're rejecting off it, but below the zero, so could be bottoming. Could be bottoming. We'll see. Right here, there's a pull that looks like a flag. If you like scrunch it up, but oh, but then again, it doesn't. It's like it's pull, bounce, and then it looks like we're starting to come out of it. So yeah, could be bouncing around. Let's look at the ratio. Yeah, it could be rejecting off this pretty soon if we don't hold above it. Because last well sold, look at that. Bam! Shot the ratio to hell. And on the USD chart, that looks like this. So, I mean, as long as no more wells decide to clip out, or if he's almost gone or almost done, he's done, right? And we'll travel a little sideways, start going back up again. I would really want it to get back above that yellow line before I got bullish on it. But the same thing kind of goes for Pulse. You know what I mean? Let's do this bottom. Like, I'm always bullish on Pulse. Don't get me wrong. I'm always bullish on Pulsechain and Hex. But we still got to come to grips and know it's going to take time to create this bottom. It's just not going to happen tomorrow or a week from now. You got to form it. You got to build the momentum. And Richard tweeting the way he is and the Pulsechain conference coming, he could appear on it. Who knows? It's after the 9th. Like, everything could fall away. All the whatever. Like, and then all of a sudden, everybody was like, fuck, you got me good. I sold the bottom, and now the price is 200% higher, and I have a third of the bag I had, and I have to buy higher. And I'm on Ethereum, I'm on Pulsechain because I'm sitting, whatever, in tight necks. Who knows? You know what I mean? So, yeah. Pulsechain, I already know what happened. Pulsechain drug Pulsechain down because it had a lot of Pulsechain, from what I've heard. It drug Pulsechain down. It sold through the pools. It didn't quite hurt as bad because, is what it is. But yeah, we shall see, man. Look ahead. I know England would be good because it's still above $37 right here out the chart. But hopefully, go to it. I want to see that ruin it. But yeah, it looks like it's like stair stepping down. That's weird. That it's just maybe one more move down. But it, like, from here, if you look at that, it looks like a pole and a pendant. So just squish it. This is on a daily though, so everybody only cares about the daily, right? So yeah, it looks like it popped back up. Wait a minute, I just noticed something. Let's go back to Pulsechain. Does it look the same? Maybe it could be one of those fabled. And it's probably not forming it, but lines aren't just one of those fabled diamond patterns, and that would be a reverse pattern. That would be great. if it was a reversal pattern, we'll see if that plays out on Pulsex. If the same thing would play out on Hex, because Hex kind of showed me that just now. It shows it a little bit more, you know what I mean? But it would be the top of the diamond. It wouldn't be the bottom, but then you'd have the line right through here again. You know what I mean? Right there. And then there. Who knows? Maybe the 4 hour shows a little better. Yeah, maybe a little bit. Could be a diamond pattern, guys. Looks kind of symmetrical. It would have to be symmetrical. And that is indication of a reversal. And then if you did that, it would pop back up to there. And then that would print and try to print an inverse head and shoulders. Who knows? It would get us back to the parallel channel if it was a diamond pattern. We'll see. That is sloppy lines, but you get the point. I mean, you can play with your own lines later. But we have hit that half a parallel channel target. I forgot to say that. We have hit it right down here. So that is target is hit. I forgot to show that on this. I think we've hit that to the full channel from here to here. Well, not quite yet, but yeah, we still got that little area we can get, but I wouldn't really count on it. We really don't have to hit it, but we can. Let's measure the half of it. And we hit that one, huh? And then a Wells decided to sell. So yeah, there's that. Let's look at ink. The same thing goes for Hex, by the way. I forgot to mention that. If it's a diamond pattern, it'll pop back up right here. It'll get to the parallel channel. Pulsex will do the same, pretty much the same thing, but on leverage. It'll probably get back up above this line. And it'll look great, man. It'll still put in a higher high right in here. It won't hit the bottom. Ink. Yeah, this thing's look at that. Beautiful. Like, nobody's really selling the hell out of it. And if price shoots up to 10, 20 bucks on it, your yield's going to go up along with it. People are going to want to come in and provide LP. That's the funny thing. When prices are going to shoot up, let's say they go up 10x real quick, like a matter of a month or two, people are going to want to supply liquidity again. And when they supply liquidity to get those yields, it's going to make the liquidity thicker, and then prices are going to start coming down because people are going to sell them with thicker liquidity, and it'll just cascade again. So, like, if you're going to prices keep continually going up, you're going to want to, like, resist that urge to provide LP right away. Just let the people, like, just put it in the pools now, so you don't, but then again, people don't like a permanent loss when the price moves this way or that way, but whatever. Anyways, let's look at Most token. Ink's looking great. Most token is just moving sideways. In the range, guys. Still on my line, from a long time ago. Faked us out up here, but Most tokens doing good. Let's look at Solid X. I hear something's coming. Let's check the website. Let's see if it's working. Not yet. Something. It's like gold poles, guys. They're rugged. Might be a good time to get some Solid X, guys. I'm being sarcastic. Have a little sense of humor. Yeah. Going sideways, popping up, popping down. This one might show that diamond pattern even more on the 4 hour. We shall see. Nah, not really. You can kind of make it, but you can draw anything you want it to. But no, it looks like it's in a parallel channel. I digress. You know, let's just put it in a parallel channel. Kind of make it square first. And yeah, pretty much all it is. And if I extend this thing to the left, oh, look at that. Same stuff going on over there, just higher, right? Looks like a higher shoulder. So yeah, we'll be all right. We'll be all right. If I were to say like a pattern or anything, just moving sideways, guys. Pulsex is highly tied with this thing, so solid X. Let's look at the liquidity on that real quick. Pulsex is at 3.7 million. The ink is at 4.4. I think that went up a little bit more. Oh wait, that was that. Yeah, had to have gone up a little bit more. I need to pay attention to the coins in the pool, really, but been trying to take a step back. You know, we're at the bottom. Why stress myself out? But yeah, we're good. Oh, 1.6 million ink in that pool. And then he's probably got like a couple million in the ink printer. Just moving sideways. Look at nope. Seems like it's down more than solid X right now. It looks like it's just diving to the ground still. What's going on, guys? Yeah, we'll see if we find a floor. Hopefully around we hang out around here. 250 240K market cap, whatever. But other than that, I think we're pretty much hitting the bottom on that one, or close to. But just give me a second, guys. Sorry about that, guys. Somebody was at the door. Carry on. That is all. Thank you. Are you the new boss? Are you the new boss? But yeah, to be honest, you want to. I don't know why people are selling the hell out. I don't know, but maybe it's Randy propping up solid X. I don't know. Could be a number of things. I haven't looked at wallets in a while, so I do that time to time, but I try not to anymore because just yeah, whatever. But yeah, we're going down. Now let's see if we find a floor. Every time I've thought this was the bottom one, nope, it's been a little worse. But look, that's Pulsex dump, and it just went down. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I just hope we move sideways at this point. Let's look at yep. Hold around high. Lots to go above that, but there's so many lists now. Delete. Be a little bit more simple. Delete purple box below it. Keep those lines front of it. But the 65-day moving average is moving up. And if we go to the 200, we'll put way up. little curve up. So my team for this, it's a little bullish, but we are inside the line. We top and that another bet, but we're definitely inside. Above and that yellow mark. We're reverse kind of this out earlier with that down, but and then 30 mark was great. Pull ratio, I believe. Yeah, we're kind of trying to grind up, but on the 200, we're definitely curving up on that. We'll see where that stops, but that is the ratio. It could gap either way. Liquidity gap could be up here a little bit. Depends on other token pairings and liquidity gaps for like SolidX and Nope and DAT and Emit now. We're building liquidity on that too. So slowly but surely, I want to keep my V Emit voting thing for the DAO in there. So I could pull that single side staking out of that pool and pair it with Yep and make it thicker. But I kind of just want to take my time with it. It's sitting around $700, $800, $900, somewhere right around there. So paired together. So it's got enough for now, but I'll earn Emit and kind of pair it that way. So yeah, there's that. Let's look at Scuba Steve. We're diving down there. The RSI is still down there. Yeah. This one looks like it's building the floor. No, maybe not. If you just shrink it down, it does. But zooming in, not so much. Got a little lower low here, but it could be at the bottom of this nice little W right here. So if we came out of this W, it would pop up and get above that blue line, most likely. We can delete that. And this green one. So I like that blue line. We need to get above that. Maybe you can above, bounce off that, and then retest and go above it. And that's if the bull is back, right? I think it'll come one day. It'll come. Well, let's look at 2 fucks. Just grinding along. I did grab me a little bit more 2 fucks while it was down here. That one of these candles, that was probably me right here. Yeah, candle right there. A green candle right there. I mooned it, guys. I mooned it. Let's look at X game. Seems like everything looks like it's getting slowly worse. X game, just kind of moving sideways, waiting for the game to go. That's good. Kind of in the middle of the purple. Firewall. Who's bullish on the firewall yet? It still hasn't hit the box yet. Maybe I put the box too low. But let's adjust it a little bit just to make the charts look better. But yeah, all right. Firewall is looking all right. Sideways. See the up and down wicks, and it's just moving sideways. That's the squeeze, like short squeeze stuff to me. It's bullish. That token just seems to be going down. Yeah, we might make a new lower low on this one because it's a reward token. We shall see. Yeah, there's that. I don't know yet though. It is at a 73K market cap. It could hold above it, but I think Our market cap was what? Let's look. How low did it go right here? Before I say anything. That's not right. Could go down to like what? 60. That'd be 17%. That would be about 50K. Okay. It could. We could see. But Solid X starts going, this will go. Another drill. Bribe token. I can't believe it's under 10 cents. But bribery should be coming out here pretty soon. One of these days, as long as we can sufficiently govern ourselves, it might come out one of these days. Who knows? Who knows? Pink missed whale. And it's dumping again. So yeah, we're going to go down to there. That's the next level I'm looking at. Unless he comes out with a steal of a deal, man. Hopefully it holds up above that. And if that don't hold up, it's that right there. Let's just do that. We'll see. I do hold some of this one, though. So if it holds above 100K, it'll be good. But let's look at gelato. Moving sideways, nice and good. Sideways-ish, say. Kind of hasn't broken that floor right there, which is good. Being a tax token will, or a fee-based token will definitely help that out. But volatility, either way, people don't like taking losses, and losses on tax tokens a lot more. So let's look at dark. Was there a lottery recently or something on this thing? Might have been, but yeah, just wicking up, wicking down, looking all right. Now I'm just kind of blowing through them. TFC, the Fitzgerald company, it still hasn't come back down. It'll probably never come back down. So we shall see, guys. Yeah. That chart defies logic to me, of TA at least. Let's move that box right there. Maybe one of these days it'll tap it and go. Who knows? Let's look at emit. I can't believe it's back below $1.50. Followed the pendant, broke out. I don't even know if it hit the target on the pendant, but no, it didn't. So a little bearish, bounced off that line a little bit, came back down. Now it's below our line. Hopefully we hang around that line, but I wouldn't want to. Let's go over here. Oh, that's okay. I wouldn't want to see it go under $1.25, you know, and it should get above $2 to be bullish. So that's bear, $1.25, bull, $2. I really like this token. Yeah. And you should know, because over here, I kind of like iframe stuff on the site, you know, kind of show people that this is what you can do, where the token can go, and let's update the pool APR. 260 APR right now is 750 NLP. You could earn some free, you know, if, well, it does take a fee when you add the liquidity, so you got to kind of be careful of that. Fees if you own an NFT. Yeah, it's a process, but a lot of people like doing it. But yeah, it's slowly building. Prices are down too. That's another reason why LP's down. We've got emit pair in here. It's got less liquidity. Crypto Paradise was on them. They got good LP. I like them. I own like minimal surf, like $1 worth just from airdrops. But yeah, good pro down here. It's just train. Just put it on the websites. People know what they can do with the token. Look at Homie Farms. I know real crypto people go to the actual website because whatever, but I'll use this website. I go down here. We got 116 with DAT Wrap Pulse. We got 220 APR with DAT Yep, and then Yep and Nope. Where's that? Right here, 184. And then if we go to the Agreeable Index, it's 249 right now. Look at that. Wow, it went up. And projected to go to 400. But if you go over to Homie Farms and you come over here to this little tab and you exit out of that, and then you go to, there we go, and then we type in, yep, it'll show 129% APR for the Agreeable Index. So who knows what's going on there. So yeah, there's that. And that one has Scuba Steve in it. Yeah, looking pretty good. A little low liquidity right now, but you know, price so far down with Pulsechain, all these tokens really. So other than that, and I think the boats might be going up on this. Yeah, you can't see without a wallet connected, but incentive APR seems to be going up compared to 1% or whatever. So yeah, that's another good thing, I think. Other than that, like we got Function Island. Let's look at that. I think, yeah, you got to connect the wallet. I think it's like 25% APR, very low liquidity, but it's a few $100s in it between Island and Yep. And then you can click on this, go there, and you know, pretty good piece to earn Island. Yeah, you got to connect. So it's like 25%. That's the updates on what you can do with Yep and other tokens. So yeah, if this marketing thing comes out, all those things will go up. With LP bonding, some of them will do better than others. And yeah, I really think there should be more liquidity on Emit and Function Island, and what's that other DEX? Tony's, whatever. I haven't looked at it lately, but IMPLS, that's the one. But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much all I had for you guys today. I don't really have any more FUD. Like, kill all the FUD, just like Cairo says. Like, all the FUD's gone out of your mind. Just wait. See that green color right back there? It will come. But don't let a little red scare you guys from selling too soon. Because a lot of y'all will sell too soon. A lot of y'all will sell too soon. On that note, I'm going to say peace out. Have a good night. And enjoy the outro.
No permissions, birth looked up, taking flight falling. Nose dissidence, balanced in dark and light. Steadying the agreeable index plight. Crypto tuning up, yup, keeping it right. Yup. The meme that's on the rise. Agreeable intense. One positivity marching in its time. Cadence in the grind, agree to disagree. Yup. I thought of time you need me up, hits it right. Freedom and prosperity, the destination and the flight. Lighting up Dad's farm, opposed to that nope rule. Firing up them charts, yeah, flying straight and true. Wink at the foes,